Hello everyone and welcome to FilmDirt. I'm going to dive back into the Ghostbusters franchise, and this is the review for the standalone remake, I guess you could call it. It's the one that came out in 2016, starring Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, along with Chris Hemsworth, and also cameos from all the surviving original Ghostbusters. I did see this film originally when it came out because I'm such a huge Ghostbusters fan, and so are my friends and family. Everyone just loves that original film, and also the sequel has some good parts. But when I originally went to see this, it started well, and there was lots of laughing at the right points, but I remember distinctly there was a lot of sighing and virtually silence towards the end of the movie. So generally, if I do like a franchise or a complete film series, and there's one that I'm not so keen on, I do like to revisit it because I do believe that, the passing of time sometimes changes your opinion. With Ghostbusters 2016, Answer the Call, my opinion is exactly the same as before. I think this is a really awful film. It's unfunny. And there's a few little laughs, but only in isolation. The whole film is not engaging, and I wasn't sure what I was watching. Was I watching a movie, or was I watching an extended sketch, like that could have been in Saturday Night Live? Now I get that all of these actors, weren't they part of Saturday Night Live at one point? Just like the original cast were. It just seemed like this could have been an extended special where it could be on like during a holiday season where the whole family would be at home, and it's not really a theatrical movie to me. It's just far too much unfunny comedy. Like the first scene, for instance, I thought it kind of started well. We had the visitors tour through the haunted house, and we find out it's all rigged, but it turns out to be genuinely haunted. And that was a nice hook. I did like that intro to the film. Very reminiscent in some ways of the library ghost in the original film. And then here we see the stairs crashing down and a light show. And, just chaos. And what is going on? The original film had a subtlety to it. Yes, it was a comedy as well, of course, but it could almost be an actual sighting. And that part of the film wasn't really played for laughs. This new film is just really badly realised, and too much. You can't put your finger on what it is exactly apart from it just being too much. Too unfunny, too unbelievable. And it's almost a pantomime or a sketch show, as I said at the top of the review, especially with Chris Hemsworth's character. We get that he's supposed to be a dumb, attractive model type. Again, it's a sketch, and it's not even a real movie in that way. And also there's terrible instances where a joke kind of falls flat, but they keep the camera rolling, and it's all silent and everyone's staring. It's really cringy and awkward, and it's really not for me, and I remember distinctly no one laughing. And Joe Mama jokes as well, and eating noisy Pringles during a ghost sighting. Yeah, this is just not for me. So the few positive aspects of the film is that we get some of the usual callbacks. There's the images of the Marshmallow Man, and of course the original Ghostbusters, which is fantastic. Not playing themselves, they're all in different roles. I especially love Dan Aykroyd's appearance. But it's too bad there's not more of them, because they could have saved this film. But as this is, it's just really, really poor. It needs to be edited tighter, if anything, I think, and have the audience laughing at the situation rather than sighing at the unfunny joke. And also at around 20 to 25 minutes, my wife and my kids left the room, completely uninterested. My wife made a cup of tea and I never said anything. I was the only one sitting on my own watching this film. So you've probably guessed what score I'm going to give this. It's going to have to be 1 star. I couldn't give it any more, and also couldn't give it any less, because some jokes did land, namely the older gentleman that wanted to meet up and discuss the haunted house, and it wasn't clear whether he was the son or the father of the original owner. That raised a little smile from me. And some of the callbacks were good, so I can only give it 1 star. I could see online that there was quite a bit of dislike for this film. I can see their point, and I will close out just by adding that while I was looking for the audience's reaction, there was a few comments that it failed mainly due to things like sexism and an anti-woman, anti-female agenda. I can't agree with that. I don't think that happened at all. And that's quite disappointing if that's being used as the reason. I think the only reason it failed is because it's really a bad movie. And nothing more than that. Because rather than talking about hearsay and then bringing all of the internet articles into the subject, I only want to talk about what I actually see in the movie. So in saying that, as I record this, we're waiting for the upcoming Frozen Empire movie. I'm just hoping it's great and we're teleported back in time to the original movie. I gave it 5 stars on this channel. I was a little bit lukewarm on Afterlife, but I've got my fingers crossed that Frozen Empire will be another 5-star. Thanks a lot for joining me. Join me again for another film chat soon. Like and subscribe and all of that. Speak to you soon. All the best and take care.